We're back at the Living Coast Discovery Center here in Chula Vista talking about turtles. You know, scientists say turtles can live possibly up to 100 years. And of course, they breathe just like us, but they can hold their breath for far longer. A face a mother can love. We are here with our Director of Adventure, Sherry Langston, here at the Living Coast. And I've got greens.
You've got greens for the greens. So we're going to talk a little bit about our native population of Eastern Pacific green sea turtles that are right here in San Diego. Then we're going to head back and check out Sapphire, our newest marine ambassador at the Living Coast Discovery Center, loggerhead sea turtle, huge.
All endangered species.
All endangered. All 7 species of sea turtles are endangered. And then we're going to wrap it up with something a little spooky for Halloween. I'm going to introduce you to Howie, our giant Pacific octopus, who's pretty alien.
I'm not afraid.
No, you better not be. He's cool.
Let's go. So these are the Eastern Pacific green sea turtles.
Yes. Yeah.
And wow, you say they can actually grow to the size of this
this little gravel outcropping. Yeah, they can be up to several hundred pounds in weight and 3 to 4 feet in diameter. So really, really big sea turtles. Really unique about these guys, or what's special for us here in San Diego, is there is a population that lives in San Diego year-round, right here in the South Bay. So they love to eat eelgrass. It's one of their favorite foods.
Vegetarians.
Vegetarians.
Like
Exactly. And we actually have almost like a little eelgrass buffet right here in the South Bay of San Diego. So they'll come down and forage, they'll go down to Mexico to lay their eggs, come right back up and continue to forage throughout the year.
I love it. Let's feed the turtles. Shark and Ray Experience the new home for Sapphire?
Yep, absolutely. Sapphire, or loggerhead sea turtle.
All right, let's check it out.
So the loggerhead sea turtle species has a very, very wide range of migration, and you would find them here in San Diego along the coastlines during their migration when they're foraging for food. But she was actually down in Florida, and she had been hit by a boat propeller when she was very young. Was rescued because she was found floating in the boating lanes by the Turtle Hospital down in the Florida Keys. Really amazing, amazing place.
Dangerous, though, to be floating.
Very dangerous to be floating in the boating lanes, right. So they took her in and rehabilitated her, thought everything was great, released her into the wild. 3 years later, she was found doing the exact same thing, floating in the boating lanes. And at that time, she almost had a hula skirt of grass.
Wow. Because
they think that she'd been floating for several weeks, if not several months, and she was not able to submerge to hunt.
So she wasn't eating.
Right, she wasn't eating. They brought her back in. The the Turtle Hospital in the Florida Keys took her in, rehabilitated her, found out that she really was not re-releasable to the wild. What had happened when she was very young was that the initial injury when she was hit by a boat propeller had severed her spinal column. And so because of that, she's not able to expel all of the air in her lungs. So sea turtles, their lungs run the whole length of their carapace, or their shell, basically.
Okay.
So she kind of has a bubble that's in her shell. And you notice when she came up for air, she launched almost like a submarine out, because that air bubble had shifted and allowed her to come up. They're not like an apex predator, like you think like, oh, a shark and things like that. But even down to the smallest fish here, if one species goes extinct, then we've lost a very key part of our ecosystem as a whole.
Yeah, and that's something that we should be cognizant of as we see these animals.
Yeah, biodiversity, which means the more types of species that you can have is really important to maintaining a healthy ecosystem. So
turtle is part of the reptile family.
Absolutely, yeah, marine reptiles.
And don't be spooked. We couldn't leave without a little taste of Halloween tonight.
A tidal wave of terror engulfs the screen.
So I'm with Indiana Sherry Langston Jones.
Yep.
And just call me Pirate Brown. We're on an adventure here with Creepy Howie.
Yeah, creatures of the deep. So this is Howie. He's our giant Pacific octopus, and he is very active right now, so we're going to feed him a little bit. So if you would like to touch him, you're just going to put your finger right down in there and let him taste you, and he will be able to.
Oh my gosh, it's like a giant suction cup.
He's going to get you with this arm over here, too.
Ooh, and these waters are, oh my goodness.
So how you are shaking a hand with a really cool cephalopod right now with a giant Pacific octopus.
They're about to attack me.
So go ahead and pull your hand back just a little bit, and he's going to come with you. No, gently.
Oh, okay,
He's good. He's not going to hurt you. He's not going to hurt you. He's just really curious. He doesn't know you yet, so he is shaking your hand. In the San Diego, we have a lot of two-spot octopus. That's the most commonly one that you'll find here. And these guys are found a little bit north from us in cooler temperatures.
Yeah, these waters are cold.
This is about 53 degrees.
Wow.
Chilly.
Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.